how do you master the art of moving on? Pain, that pain that you were scared of, there is so much that you gain from pain. Pain is gonna groom you. Pain is gonna teach you how strong you are. You know, a spiritual prison is worse than a physical prison, because a spiritual prison is invisible, but a physical prison is right there in front of you. You know that I'm imprisoned, I am restricted, and I have these limits. But if your chains are invisible, it's almost hard to recognize that you have those chains on you, unless you've paid so much attention, unless time has passed by and you've recognized patterns. So how do you master the art of moving on from bad situations, moving on from a place where you are stuck, especially a romantic relationship? I know that everyone is meant to be loved. Everyone wants to be, because God created us to be loved, we naturally want that, because it's like one of the fuels that keeps us going. Human beings are supposed to be loved. That's why when babies come out, we want to be held, we want to be rocked, we just want to be cared for, because love makes us thrive. But the problem comes when you grow up and you are ready to be loved, you want to be in a good relationship, or you've been attracted to someone, there was chemistry, and then the person that you want that person to reciprocate back how you feel about them, but they don't reciprocate. And you start asking yourself questions. Why are they not reciprocating back what I'm giving them? I like them, I want them, I want to settle down with them, but it's like the more I want them is the more they are running away. So how do you come out of such a situation where you love this person so much, but they don't love you back? So in order for you to come out of such a situation, you have to first think about how you got there. Because usually if you don't understand the problem, it will almost be invisible. It will almost be useless for you to try to solve a problem that doesn't exist. Like I said in the start, it's a spiritual prison, and that's an invisible prison, is worse than a physical one. So you have to understand how are you even in the first place in a relationship, in a situationship where you are not loved, where you are almost forcing someone to stay. It's like you're begging them, choose me, take me. So how do you come out of such a place? First of all, you need to understand that the pain you're trying to run away from, you have to feel it in order for you to be able to move on. One of the biggest reasons why we never move on from certain situations is because we don't want to feel pain. And as human beings, one thing that we've mastered so well is to protect ourselves from being hurt. If you've ever been knocked by a car because you were crossing the road carelessly, and by God's grace you did not die or you did not break a limb, but you felt that pain, every time you cross the road, you're gonna remember to be careful. Or for example, if you were a child and you've been burned by a flat iron, every time you see it, whether it's hot or cold, you're gonna stay far away. So because you don't want to be hurt, you don't want to leave, so you get stuck in that situation because you've mastered the art of protecting yourself from pain. So the first thing you need to be able to do is to face the fact that it's gonna be painful, and be ready for that pain, because that pain is what is gonna facing the fact that you're gonna go through that pain that's how you will be able to move on. Because if you stay in denial, staying in denial is what keeps you there, because you don't want to be hurt and yet you're hurting. it's gonna hurt more because you are no longer in that delusion of thinking, oh, it is well, oh, he likes me, and yet you know they don't like you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So be realistic and know that you have to face that pain, because let's be honest, you are already facing the pain. Okay? So face it anyways, by stopping to message, by stopping the calls, by stopping the forcing of the situations, by pretending like everything is okay. It's not okay. Face it and face the pain, and then you will be able to go through it, and you will be able to heal quickly because you are already in pain. I know it's going to be worse because now you are no longer in the delusion of pretending like it is okay, yet it's not okay. And you were scared of being alone, and you were scared of people thinking, oh, she's alone. You don't want to be lonely. Be lonely, because let me tell you something. In pain, that pain that you were scared of, there is so much that you gain from pain. Pain is going to groom you. Pain is going to teach you how strong you are. Because you will never know how strong you are until you face your greatest fear. So because you are scared of that pain, face it, and you will be amazed that you will start understanding your value. You will start understanding the things you couldn't do, the things you could do that you thought you would never be able to do. Face that pain, face that fear that you're fearing, and you will be amazed at how amazing you are. When you face that fear, you will be strong, you will be able to focus better, you will cry less, you will feel more confident in yourself because you did what you thought you cannot do. Alright? Anyways, if you found this video interesting, I'm gonna link a playlist with other inspiring and motivating videos. I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.